This RefWorks training session will cover several tools you can use when writing a research paper and using RefWorks to supply citations and bibliographies. We'll be showing RefWorks Citation Manager, Write and Cite, ProQuest RefWorks for Google Docs, and QuickCite. You can find some of these tools in the RefWorks Tools menu, although not the first tool we'll discuss because it is an add-in for Microsoft Word. RefWorks Citation Manager works on recent versions of Microsoft Word running on Windows computers, Macs, and the iPad. This is basically a simplified version of the RefWorks website, which shows up in Word as an add-in. After you install and log into RefWorks Citation Manager within Word, choose which project you want to use and select Update. All of the references you may want to cite in your document will need to be in the project you select. References in your RefWorks account are brought into the sidebar in Microsoft Word. You can then switch to the folder that contains the references you want for this research paper. If the references aren't in the citation style you need for this research paper, click the menu icon near the top and select Change Citation Style. As you write your paper, when you need to cite one of your reference sources, find it on the sidebar or use a search box at the top to search references in all folders. When you hover over the reference, you'll be able to preview or edit the reference. Or you can just click QuickCite, and the citation is inserted in the place you left your cursor. To insert multiple citations at once, click their checkboxes and select Insert Citations at the top. By the way, you can only edit references in your RefWorks account. If you make changes here in your research paper, for example, you realize an author name is actually spelled differently, you can make changes in the citation, but as soon as RefWorks Citation Manager synchronizes again with your RefWorks account, the name will be changed back. Changes like this need to be done in your RefWorks account. At the same time citations are inserted at your cursor point, down at the very end of your research paper, a bibliography section will appear, with a full bibliographic entry for each citation you add. Continue adding citations to your paper, and the bibliography will grow automatically. Older versions of Microsoft Word cannot use RefWorks Citation Manager, so in that case you can use the tool called Write and Cite. Write and Cite shows up in Microsoft Word as its own tab in the Tool ribbon. First, you'll need to log into your RefWorks account. By the way, Write and Cite can be used offline without an internet connection. If you have used it that way, be sure to select Sync My Database to update your paper's references with the references in your RefWorks account. Next, if you organize references with multiple projects, choose the project for this research paper. You can't have references from more than one project in a single research paper. Then choose the citation style needed for this research paper. As you're writing your paper, when you get to a place you need to mention a citation, click Insert Citation and select Insert New. In the pop-up screen, select the folder that has the citations you're using for this paper, or you can use a search box to find a citation. Select a citation, and in the middle of the pop-up you'll see a preview of how it will look in your research paper. Click OK, and the citation is added to your paper in the location of your cursor. Any citations you add to your research paper appear on the Insert Citation drop-down, so you can quickly add them again to different places in your paper. When you're done, at the end of your research paper, select Bibliography Options and Insert Bibliography. Because Write and Cite adds codes for the references in your research paper, you may want to select Remove Field Codes, which turns the codes into regular text. This is useful if you need to make a clean copy of the research paper, for example when submitting it to a publisher. If you write your research papers in Google Docs, there is a plugin you can add there to allow you to use your RefWorks references. ProQuest RefWorks for Google Docs is like RefWorks Citation Manager. After installing it, go to the Add-on menu and select ProQuest RefWorks Manage Citations. Your RefWorks references will appear in a sidebar on the right. By the way, there isn't a place to choose a project here, so if you use more than one project, make sure the one you want is currently active in your RefWorks account. Choose the RefWorks folder you need from the drop-down menu, or use the search function. If the references aren't in the citation style you need for this research paper, select the gear icon and choose Change Citation Style. Then, as you write your paper and you get to the spot where you want to add a reference, hover over the reference and click Cite This. The citation is added to your research paper in the appropriate place, and the full reference is added at the end of your paper in a bibliography section. If you don't use Microsoft Word nor Google Docs when you write a research paper, there is one more option for using RefWorks as you write. This is called Quick Cite, and to use it, you start in your RefWorks account. After gathering references, either through a search or by selecting a particular folder, go to the top menu, select Create Bibliography, and choose Quick Cite. In the pop-up window, change the citation style if necessary, and click Continue. Be aware that for any citation style that requires numbered citations, such as Vancouver and Harvard, you'll need to manually add citation numbers to your paper later. Check the boxes next to the citations you need now. The citations appear in the box near the top, where you can click the button on the right to copy citations to your clipboard. Switch over to the research paper you're working on and paste the citations. Back in the Citations pop-up, continue selecting more citations that you need elsewhere in your research paper and paste them there. Notice that whenever you copy a citation to your computer's clipboard, the citation gets a blue and white star icon. That's important for the next step, when you click Continue to Bibliography. All the citations with a star icon are assembled in a bibliography. Click Copy to Clipboard, and you can paste this bibliography at the end of your research paper. And those are the RefWorks tools to use when writing a research paper.